What's going on YouTube? This is your boy the Vintage Man back with another video, and today I'm gonna be helping a lot of people out that's out there on YouTube trying to figure out the best ways, the best tips to get a job at Footlocker or any other stores that are under Footlocker, man. As you guys do know, I dropped a video like last year talking about my experience with ChampsSports, because I did work at ChampsSports back in 2017, I believe. It was right before I started doing YouTube, and I really try to get my foot in the door, seeing how I can get most of these sneakers. And I always wanted to work at Footlocker, man, so I got the job at ChampsSports, man. I always wanted to do it, so I went ahead and I did it, bro. I feel like I can give you guys a lot of tips and a lot of my personal experience working under Footlocker. So if you guys are new to the channel right now, what I need you guys to do is subscribe right now, ring that notification bell for your boy. Let's get to 40K ASAP, man. So if you're watching this, please subscribe and please smash the like button. Let's get this video up to 500 likes, man. I'm gonna give you guys the best tips, the best information to give you guys on how to get a job at Footlocker. If you don't mind, please head over to IG, give your boy a follow at the Vintage World. It'll be linked down below in the description box. And with all that being said, let's jump right into this video. Let's get it. All right, so like I said, I worked at ChampsSports back in 2017. I was still in the military, active duty, but like I said, I always wanted to work for Footlocker, so I did what I had to do to get it. I'll let you guys know what steps I took to get into that position, man. So I didn't know anybody in Oklahoma. I had recently just moved there from Savannah, Georgia, brand new in the military and brand new around the area. And you know, usually when you go into Footlocker, ChampsSports, everybody pretty much knows each other. They went to school together, and pretty much the manager put on the person that they knew at the job. Me, I didn't know anybody, so I kept going up there. I kept asking questions like, yo, I'm putting an application, what I need to do, blase this, blase that, and I kept showing my face. That's the best thing to do with literally any job. Any job I wanted, any position I ever wanted, I got it. And I always want to fulfill me working at Footlocker. I didn't get Footlocker specifically, but ChampsSports is right under Footlocker, so I did kind of, you know, get that position. So it took me about 2 months to finish the whole hiring process. Had to do the background check, had to do the interview, and at the time I was like 19, 20, and I was just a go-getter, man. I was like, bro, I'm about to get this job. I'm gonna keep going up there, I'm gonna keep bugging them, and like I said, that's the best thing to do with any job, man, especially these Footlockers and stuff like that, because they don't know who you are, man. Usually when you're around those areas, those small towns, everybody knows each other. But if you're somebody moving from a different state, you gotta be pesky. You gotta keep going up there, showing your face. And another thing that helped me out was buying sneakers. They know that I love buying sneakers. I would go up to ChampsSports literally all the time. Footlocker, it was right across from each other. So I'm like, I'm gonna get a job at one of these, man. I'm gonna keep going up there, purchasing sneakers, chop it up with them here and there and stuff like that, ask them how they doing, and showing common courtesy, man. That's the best thing to do, you feel me? So one, they kept seeing my face, they kept hearing me asking them what I need to do to get a job, and they kept seeing me buy sneakers. At that time, I didn't have a lot of shoes. I maybe had about 100 pair of sneakers, and I was like, man, if I get a job at Footlocker, if I get a job at ChampsSports, maybe I can get a lot more of these shoes that are hard to get, the shoes that I'm not hitting on every single release. I'm tired of paying resale. So then it was time to push the pedal a little bit harder and go up there and say, yo, I'm ready to work. I'm available from this time to this time. And I told them like, yo, I can come part-time and stuff like that. So I finally got to the interview, and they asked me a lot of questions like, what's your favorite sneakers? Why do you want to work at ChampsSports? What do you have to offer? I'm like, yo, I always wanted to do this since I was a youngin'. I love sneakers, you love sneakers, and I feel like I can get along with all the employees. Like I said, all the employees literally knew each other. When I started my first day, they knew who each other was. They went to each other's school. I'm like, yo, I'm like the outlier in this situation, but I got in good with everybody starting my first day. So the interview process went very smooth. I know I'm kind of going all over the place, but please, if you got any questions, let me know down below. But we're still going along, so stay tuned. So I finally got hired, like I said, about 2 months after me, you know what I'm saying, being pesky, going up there, asking them several questions. You just gotta be yourself during the whole interview. Let them know you love sneakers. Let them know you know your stuff, because they're gonna ask you like, what's your favorite Jordan silhouette? What's your favorite pair of Adidas and stuff like that? And at the time, I really didn't know that much about Adidas. The only thing I knew was Yeezys. And I had actually wore a pair of core white Adidas 350 V2s to the interview. The manager was rocking all Jordans. I think he was rocking a pair of Air Jordan 13 playoffs. And at the time, I was like, bro, I really want that sneaker. I'm like, yo, your kicks is fresh. You know what I'm saying? Just being real cordial, being very polite. And most of the time when you're trying to get these jobs, you're going through the interview process, and the person that is interviewing you loves sneakers as well. So you always gonna fall back into the whole sneakerhead mentality. You chopping it up with different people, just like the same way you go to SneakerCon and stuff like that. You chopping it up with people, going to different booths and stuff like that. It's the same way during the interview process. So that's pretty much the first tip. Keep going up there, keep buying sneakers, kind of ask them if they have any available positions. And me, like I said, I was full-time in the military. So I said, yo, I can work part-time from like 6 to 10 o'clock. That was like my hours, only 4 hours. But I just want to put my foot in the door with ChampsSports and Footlocker in general. If you keep going up there asking them, how can I get a job? They're going to eventually get tired of seeing your face, and they're going to say, yo, let's do an interview next week. Let's do an interview tomorrow, or whatever it may be. And you will most likely get the job. So I thought everything was fine and dandy once I got that part-time position, and I started my first day at ChampsSports, and I kind of had the wrong mindset about going into it. So like I said, I always wanted to get the sneakers. I was tired of taking L's, so I was like, yo, let me get a job at ChampsSports. Maybe I don't gotta worry about that. I was super wrong, man. So when you're working at ChampsSports and Footlocker and stuff like that, you're not guaranteed any sneaker. I think it's like 25% or maybe like 20% of the shoes that they can hold, and that's usually about 2 to 3 pairs of whatever stock they got that can go throughout the employees. And pretty much whoever was working there longer had first dibs at the sneaker. So the manager, maybe the part-time manager, and then maybe like an employee that was working there for the longest at the time could get the sneaker. So that's when you got to get in there, make friends with them, like, yo, what sneakers you going after? You gotta let them know like a couple of weeks in advance, like, yo, I want these sneakers. And you're gonna see them before everybody else, of course, that are coming in and buying sneakers. So you can be like, yo, these are very dope, I'm trying to get them. Are you trying to get them? So you can kind of see where to go about getting the sneakers, because you still got the store across the way, which was Footlocker, that can go and chop it up with them and ask them if they can hold me a pair. I got in good with the people at Footlocker because every night they came and dropped the money off at ChampsSports. So I was always talking to the manager like, yo, what's going on? Y'all getting these sneakers? How many y'all got? Blase this, blase that. And they'll tell you like, yo, I can hold them down for you. And they should be doing that because y'all are employees. Y'all watch each other back and stuff like that. If anybody want to fact check me throughout this whole thing, man, hit up All My Kicks Are Dope. I think everybody know who he is. He always on Instagram taking dope sneaker photos. He actually worked at the Footlocker across the way when I was working at ChampsSports. So you do not always get things guaranteed. Sometimes you will still take L's. You still had to go to StockX, still had to go to GOAT and buy some of the sneakers that you really wanted, because most of the time all the sneakers sold out. What was dope about working there is that everything that got returned to the store, you had first dibs on. It was a lot of returns, believe it or not, from a lot of these Jordan releases, a lot of Kobe releases back then, and different sneakers like that, that I had first dibs on getting, because like I said, they returned them and nobody had a hold on that sneaker. So literally once we got the returns, everybody be like, yo, you want this pair, you want them, and it'll be all free game for you to cop that sneaker. So please do not have it in your mind that once you're working at one of these Footlockers or ChampsSports that you will have a guaranteed pair, because that is not how it works. And I can just imagine nowadays with this whole flex program, this whole flex app, how it is now, it's probably less percentage that is held for, you know, the employees due to the new program that they're going with now. I think back then it was just head starts and stuff like that, and the manager had to go in there and log each one of the winners and stuff like that. I never got high enough, or I never got in too good with him to see him doing that, but I know for sure that they was holding some people down. They didn't log everything in, and they always had a certain amount of customers that would literally always win the sneaker. So the more you network throughout the jobs, you get in good with Footlocker, get in good with ChampsSports and Footaction with the employees there, you should probably be good on copping every single release. It just depends on how many other employees want that sneaker as well. All right, guys, now I'm gonna let you guys know a huge perk with working for Footlocker, man, and it is the employee discount, man. You get 30% off literally everything except for quick strike sneakers, man. That's what, like, pretty much anything. Like, you can't use coupon codes, can't even use military discount with sneakers that are quick strike, and it also falls on the employee discount as well, man. But literally 30% off everything, a GR, shirts, pants, anything in the store, Footlocker, ChampsSports, and Footaction, anything under the whole Footlocker enterprise, you get 30% off, man, which is very clutch. And also twice a year you get the employee appreciation, and when I was working there, it was in July, and it was one in December around Christmas time frame. You get 50% off literally everything as well. Bro, 50% off, that is a huge chunk of change that you can save just from working at these different stores under Footlocker, man, which is very, very clutch. Around that time, my little brother was living with me, and I had him G to G around those 2 time frames, getting him a whole bunch of sneakers. I was sitting, whole bunch of clothes, whole bunch of track pants, stuff like that. I got 50% off. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to get these jobs at Footlocker, ChampsSports, and Footaction. But overall, man, I had a very, very dope experience working under Footlocker. It was very dope, man. I love the experience. Like I said, you guys probably wondering, why did you quit from ChampsSports if you loved it so much? I will link the video down below in the description box, man, so you can go check out why I quit working for ChampsSports. If you guys have any other questions about working for Footlocker, working for ChampsSports, or anything under Footlocker, leave the questions down below in the comment section, or you can even hit me up on Instagram at TheVengeanceWorld. It'll be linked down below in the description box as well. You will love working for Footlocker. It's a lot of dope perks. You meet a lot of different people. It's a lot of hard work, but at the end of the day, you're gonna enjoy every single day you work. Of course, it is very busy on those Jordan releases on Black Friday and around Christmas time frame, because everybody's trying to get sneakers. Everybody's trying to buy things for their children, for their family members as gifts. So you'll be working non-stop, going to the back, getting sneakers and stuff like that. But like I said, if you got any other questions, let me know down below in the comment section. I appreciate everybody for pulling up to this video. Make sure you guys please smash that like button for all this dope information I gave you guys. The goal for this video is 500 likes. Subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already. Let's get to 40K ASAP. Help me out, please. Smash the subscribe and smash the notification bell so you never miss any other video that drops on the channel. I appreciate all the love and support, and with all that being said, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video, man. Peace.